Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, if you're watching, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is GNC Sports Talk, where we do it
For the culture.
by the culture.
Because we are the culture.
You did?
You did. You know what I'm saying?
#1 sports podcast. Why?
Because our mama said so.
Because our mama said so. Because she's not on here right now, I guess we have to do it again. We'll have to see.
Nah, that's fine. It's cool.
Oh, there we go. There we go. First off, he's been early twice. He's our #1 repeat offender. What it do said, CJ, a.k.a. Big Bro, what the dealio is. And, of course, we'll go ahead and give it to y'all there. The Celtics are on the brink of doing a gentleman's sweep. Sad part about it is you're not like the Oklahoma City Thunder or the Minnesota Timberwolves. You couldn't get it done in 4. So I got to look at you.
It's all good, man.
It's okay.
Y'all tried it. But, hey, y'all should win. Now, here's the kicker. Before we even get into it, Kristaps Porzingis might be out a few games. So, y'all, it is apparent that y'all go ahead and take care of business against Miami Heat now.
It don't matter. They still gonna win this series.
They should win that series.
They still gonna win that series.
Yeah.
Yes. Let us know if y'all can hear us for sure. We definitely want to make sure.
We forgot to say also, it's Taurus season around here, man.
It is Taurus.
It's Taurus season.
It is Taurus.
May is around the corner. Our birthday coming up. We want to have a fun-filled weekend. When it happens, might get a vlog. Then again, you might not get a vlog. Hey, for your eyes only.
If Ocho Cinco can do it, I know we can.
We can too. We're gonna be vlogging. We might get y'all a little vlog.
This man right here.
I'm just saying.
Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in for our repeat offenders. We thank you for repeating with us again. For those of you who are new, we're gonna tell everybody at the same time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share.
Yes, sir.
Tell a friend and tell a friend. Love on us. We've been doing this for 5 years strong, and we want to continue. And there's a lot of things popping and going on. But get to these comments real quick so we can go ahead and get into all this fun field information.
Yes, sir.
This is from our mother right here. Hey, guys. I guess we're guys. We're not sons no more.
What up?
Yes, we have Black Raiden in the building.
My God, Black Raiden, what's good?
What's good, my brother Black Raiden?
We're going to meet up on 2K, dog.
Don't believe him. Don't believe him. Yes, we have here our little sister, mainly mine.
Mainly mine. What up, Chelsea?
Stop it. I know I owe you a phone call because it's been a couple of weeks. I know you probably got some stuff to tell me. I think I got some stuff to tell you too. We're going to catch up real soon. Hello, how you doing, Chelsea? Hope you had a good day. #1 sports podcast in the universe. I mean, you got to go ahead and top it now. We got to find out what's bigger than the universe.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate it, though. Appreciate that, mama. Appreciate that, mama. We can hear you. Appreciate that, too, mama. See you in a few weeks.
You already know, man.
It's going down, but it's always about this.
Always.
It's always about this. Hey, I'm on time for the podcast.
What up,
Sade?
What up, Sade?
What it do? Definitely had to catch her. Yeah, we got to catch her. We've been sleeping and slacking and all this stuff. We're going to get back on our Mac, and you know what I'm saying? Anyway, before we go ahead and get into anything, we'll go ahead and give y'all a sneak peek in terms of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Biggest thing that happened this weekend, of course, the NBA playoffs are still going on. That's #1.
Right.
#2, the NFL draft happened.
Yep.
Definitely happened.
Mm-hmm.
Big things happened. Some surprises and some not surprises. Right? Want to go ahead and make sure we give a couple of shout outs. Give a shout out to Nick Bedford.
Yes, sir.
NFL agent extraordinaire.
He been doing it big. He been doing it, man.
If y'all don't know who Nick is, we'll make sure to drop that in there somewhere. But Nick Bedford, shout out to you. I know it's been a while. I talked to him briefly today.
Okay.
Was busy at work. But yeah, shout out to you, Nick. Whether you watch it or not, you know you one of my inspirations, bro.
Got a couple people in the NFL, man. We proud of you. That's here at GNC Sports Talk. We want to say we proud of Nick Bedford making some good things happen.
Yes.
If you're an NFL player, that's the man you need to go see.
And before we go ahead and get started with everything, want to make sure we ask this question right here. And we also ask that you put an M next to what are you listening to music-wise, right? Make sure you put an M next to it. That way I can go ahead and mark it for later on. So at the end of the episode, when we get to our music picks of the week, we can make sure we shout out what y'all listen to and make sure that we listen to it too. And maybe we'll start giving grades out.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. But we got some good music pieces for y'all. A throwback. I don't think a lot of people know about, but it's a good one. It's a good one.
That is very true.
And also, my compadre right here might be he might be going to a nice little concert.
It ain't a mic. This is a guarantee.
Oh, it's a guarantee. He's going to this concert. If you don't know who performing, Midnight Star, Jody Waitley, and the time they performing.
Yes,
not bad. That's a nice triple header right there, man. I like that.
Only go to ones that matter.
Only go
to ones that matter.
And there you go.
So we can go ahead and start off with NFL. We got a few things to sit up there and talk to y'all about, but overall, I told Nick when I was talking to him, he's an NFL agent. Shout out to my brother from another mother. I told him I watched the NFL draft, one, because I've gotten into it a little bit more.
Yeah.
One, because of him, and then two, just because I'm always interested to see kind of what's going on.
Who the sleepers?
Who the sleepers? Who are some of the surprises? Biggest surprise that took place.
Well, can I say this first? Who was the young man from Grambling State that got drafted?
You're gonna give me a minute to find.
That's fine. All right, cool. I just want to give a big shout out to Taj Washington out of USC. They got drafted to the Miami Dolphins, if I'm not mistaken, in the 7th round.
7th round.
He is a nephew of one of my coworkers, a good friend, a good woman, a great wife, all of the above. So I just want to shout him out. I believe Taj Washington, if I'm not mistaken. Again, like I said, USC wide receiver. He before he transferred to USC, I believe he played at Memphis. He is out of Longview or the Marshall area in East Texas. So again, big shout out to him. Big shout out to the Grambling Knight that got drafted. We don't know your name. We gonna find out. We gonna before the episode though. We gonna shout you out. Again, we want to shout out Lewis Matthews as well. I believe he did go undrafted, but man, I'm gonna keep shouting that man's name out. He is from Funky Town, Faraday, Louisiana, and he balled out from a walk-on to being
a scholarship player,
the all SWAC, first team, second team. It don't even matter. He was all SWAC in my opinion. So again, definitely shout out to Lewis Matthews. You always want to have love for us, even though you probably don't know who you are, but that's fine.
It's a shame that more HBCU players weren't taken.
Mm-hmm.
They have a Legacy Bowl, that's their game to be showcased at. They also have it went from the Combine to Legacy Bowl,
mm-hmm.
and so teams were on the brink, I guess, of calling, maybe looking at it, but nobody. I know I looked at it and it said that the Grambling Knight got drafted.
Yeah.
I think he signed.
He signed. Okay.
Unrestricted free agent signed.
Okay.
So no HBCU talent got drafted this year.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Well, you know what all that means. Make them pay, man. I think Jerry Rice and Brendan Rice.
Brendan went in the 7th round to the Chargers.
He went to the Chargers. Okay. Man, I want to talk about it. If you can we just go by asking me my sleeper?
Hold on. Let me get in these comments real quick.
Okay.
Yep. We have from G.R. Houston Jack. Good evening, G.
What up, G?
What it do? Thank you for tuning in. Miss Tanya, happy Tuesday.
What's
in the car, but tuned in. Hey, drive safe.
We appreciate you. Dedicated. My
man, Courageous Wolf, what's good, my brother? I ain't gonna be petty this week with you. What's good?
What up, man?
What's good?
Shout out to Purdue.
Hello, Kendasia. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday. We appreciate you for tuning in as well.
What up?
And you know you got her started.
Oh,
man. You know you got her started.
We got to give a shout out. We got to give a shout out to Faraday, man.
Faraday on the map.
Yes, sir.
Hey, they are.
I give credit where credit is due.
I ain't gonna lie. And then we have right here from G to Tanya. Hey, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the biggest surprise of the whole draft was Michael Pennix Jr. going to the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons undoubtedly had their quarterback, at least for the foreseeable future, Kirk Cousins, who they signed 4 years, over $100 million deal. The man who is a journeyman, but a Hall of Famer, if you will, of being a journeyman. Nobody has done it better than him.
He's like the Ron Fitzpatrick a better version of Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Oh yeah, they not even in
the same league, but
they're not in the same. Kurt stayed at the team for a long time. Ryan migrates around. He went to I think over half the teams and played or backed up. Mm-hmm. Kirk Cousins signed with the team and they keep him for a while until they get tired of him. Well, anyway, Atlanta signed Kirk Cousins in the offseason, and then they did the surprise thing, which was at number 8, which they didn't need a quarterback, but they went and got one of the talented quarterbacks. After Drake May, Caleb Williams, and Jaden Daniels went off the board. Mm-hmm. Michael Pennix Jr. at number 8. What the Falcons did was a bold move. They got the quarterback maybe of the future. And then what I'll talk about later is Kirk Cousins and his agent being upset, confused, and befuddled.
Well, them getting Michael Pennix, it was definitely a surprise. Even more of a surprise is the Saints, the Raiders, and the Seattle Seahawks were trying to give Michael Pennix Jr.
Look at you not using the little.
See, I know these things, man. Look, I know people don't think I know football. I even though I just know my team.
Somebody said this.
No. But I'm just, fuel. But it was a surprise move.
I knew he was lurking. It
was a surprise move, man. I give him that now, dude. If you think in the long run scheme of things, do I think that he may be a durable quarterback in the NFL? Who knows? We'll see. He already had a couple major injuries. I think he only 24, 25 years old, so he might not start playing till he maybe 27, 28, bar if he have any injuries. But when he does play, or when the opportunity presents itself, because I'm pretty sure that opportunity with injuries with Kirk Cousins, it may present itself a little bit sooner than ones might imagine. So we'll see. But it was definitely a surprise, a good surprise or a bad surprise. We'll see. But
the reason why they got him, just to go ahead and wrap up what you were saying too, which I agree with. The reason why they got him, I believe, I don't know, this is speculation. We got to get some sources. But the reason why Atlanta went and got him is because I heard the best explanation from their GM. When have you ever had a time to have a quarterback of the now and one of the future with a pretty decent record? Mm-hmm. Being able to draft as early as you did. Who knows if they in this position again? Who knows what the quarterbacks are of next year? So they went and got him. Plus, Kirk Cousins has an injury history. Kirk Cousins gets hurt. Sometimes it's some little minor injuries. Sometimes it's something severe to where he out for the rest of the year. You don't want to be left, quote unquote, with you in your hand. Y'all can fill in the words. Y'all heard the saying before. My mother's watching. So we promise we will do better. We promise. We said we're going to try to do better. I'll say that. But yes, they don't want to be left holding it in their hand. So they went and got some security. And for all intents and purposes, if Michael Pennix didn't have the injury history that he did, who knows? He may have went number 1 because they have said that he possibly has the best arm out of everybody when it comes to deep ball accuracy.
Yeah.
Or accuracy in general.
I agree, man. Now, I know a lot of people were kind of questioning, and that's what I was looking at ESPN yesterday when they was like some moves that were questionable, and Michael Penix move was a questionable move because I think Atlanta may be like dead last in the NFL in sacks this past year, if I'm not mistaken, or they up there in lowest sack total. But some teams thought they was gonna get an edge rusher or draft the edge rusher. Again, that didn't happen. I think they're looking for the future, like you had said, which I do agree. They may be a good enough team where they might not even be in the top 10 of the draft in the years to come. So it's imperative that they go ahead and get a quarterback for the future. So that's what they did.
Yeah, and I truly believe that there were teams that had great drafts. We can name a couple of them if you would like. I believe
the New Orleans Saints.
It was better than what it's been. It was way better than what it's been. The Saints had a better draft. Pittsburgh Steelers had a hell of a draft. The Houston Texans had a pretty good draft. Mm-hmm. The Chargers had a good draft. The Kansas City had a good draft.
Kansas City, yeah.
Teams that I wish would have made some different type of moves. I wish that the Raiders would have gotten a quarterback. I don't know how much faith you can put in Gardner Minshew. However, they do have a lot of weapons for him to throw to. but we do not. I won't speak for you. I do not think the Gardner Minshew of the Las Vegas Raiders is the future. And the future could have been Justin Fields. The future could have been any quarterback if you
Russell Wilson.
Oh God, I don't even know. It could have been anything that you wanted to, but by far, to me, the most exciting, the most interesting draft that happened, and I can't give it a grade because I don't know whether the picks are going to wind up being more valuable or not. But the Atlanta Falcons, with that move, arguably had the best draft because if it comes down to what they need, Atlanta Falcons, forget it. The whole NFC South, barring whatever you think of Bryce Young, is a quarterback away, and everybody has weapons. If Kirk Cousins don't pan out, at least you got somebody to back up just to see. We got Spencer Rattler, Baker Mayfield signed his big deal, and the Carolina Panthers have a head coach who, for all intents and purposes, we'll get into that in another episode. I think that was retarded. Byron Leftwich should be somebody's head coach, but I digress. Cowboys also had a disappointing draft as well.
They like we had said, they re-signed Ezekiel Elliott, which
they smart.
They're
smart.
Trade talks. Gallup is with the Detroit Lions, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Gallup is with the Raiders.
The Raiders. I apologize. He is with the Raiders.
Michael Gallup is with the Raiders. I think right now they're trying to like keep everything low as possible because I think they're going to try to go ahead and sign their 3 stars to extensions or give them new contracts. Mm-hmm. Michael Parsons, CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott. Pause on Dak Prescott because come next year, he may not even be with them.
Yep.
So
we'll see how the season goes.
Those are things. Want to say real quick, thank y'all for tuning in to GNC Sports Talk. This is Gary.
This is Cary.
That's the G and the C in the Sports Talk, if y'all didn't know. Thank y'all for tuning in. Remember to like, subscribe, share. And we have a bunch of links in our YouTube bio now. I forgot to put them in there. Y'all forgive me. It was a busy day. I couldn't help it. But yeah, we got a playlist for all our music picks. We're going to have all our music picks on there soon, but we have our playlist out there now. We have our newsletter out there now. We'll have some sponsorship links out there now. So we would just want to thank y'all for support anyway.
Yes,
but, yes, Spencer, knew you was lurking in there. I knew you was going to say this. Yes, Atlanta had a draft. In terms of a chess move, hold your horses, partner. Hold your horses, partner, because that Atlanta funk, but them dirty birds is still around, y'all. I guess this season is going to be dedicated to Rico Love. I don't know, but that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there.
Let's look at Michael Pennix's age real quick and let's see if this really is a chess move. Because if let's see, he is 23 years old.
He's not old at all.
Okay, no, not at all.
In terms of other things that happened, some stories that happened during the NFL draft. Marvin Harrison Jr. has not signed his licensing contract with the NFLPA. What that means, ladies and gentlemen, is that they can't. Arizona fans can't go out and buy a jersey or bobblehead or nothing like that until he signs that, which basically means you get a commission check every year for signing this so-say license agreement. Marvin Harrison Jr. seems to be an outlier right now. His daddy, Marvin Harrison Sr., was with the Indianapolis Colts. Maybe they're saying instead of us signing with them, we can go sit up there and do direct-to-consumer. Shout out to you, G. Direct-to-consumer. And who knows? It's other players that did not sign their licensing contract for years up until they were getting ready to retire. Mm-hmm. So this is not unheard of. This is just the most polarizing thing because he's a wide receiver. He's the son of a wide receiver, of a Hall of Famer, and he has the talent to be better than his dad, quote unquote. So I like the move. I like everything Marvin Harrison Jr. doing.
Yeah, man. They look. I think he on his Jaylen Brown thing right now. You know, doing his own thing, being his own businessman. You know, this ain't a business. I ain't a businessman. I'm a businessman.
This dude right here. I gotta go get some, but what you want to go to basketball or you got anything else you want to say?
For the NFL, Donnie Mitchell drafted late. Who is that, if I'm not mistaken?
So with Donnie Mitchell, the thing was he was drafted late, and it was sad because they said he was drafted late because he didn't interview well.
Okay, that's fine. We got that one out the way. Another one that I just want to mention to everybody else, a move. Now this is a chess move. Buffalo Bills trading their pick to the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Kansas City Chiefs getting a 2.0 of what's the kid name? Miami
Xavier Mitchell.
Xavier out of Texas, the guy that ran the fastest 40-yard dash. That was a chess move. I think he's gonna be a Tyreek Hill 2.0. We'll see
if he can catch like him.
If he can catch like him, and he fast as is. If he can catch like him, hey, we'll see, man. But hey, Travis Kelce inks a new 2-year deal with the Chiefs as well. And of course, I just want to get to our draft. The Saints can't leave without talking about the Saints. We got an offensive tackle. I believe that went to Oregon State. Hopefully he pan out. We need help on the offensive line tremendously. And also we have a backup that may turn to something good. I'm trying to be optimistic about this. I called him when it happened. I talked to our other best friend. I called him. I'm being optimistic right now. We drafted Spencer Rattler out of South Carolina, former Oklahoma Sooner, but dipped out of South Carolina. I think he holds a couple of records over there at South Carolina for pass completions and touchdowns and stuff like that. But I think it was a good move. I want to see what he's going to do in preseason, and hopefully it will pan out. Again, we don't have Jameis Winston. I don't believe in Taysom Hill being the starting quarterback, but hey. And also we did draft Kool-Aid out of Alabama. I like the move. I
just like his name.
Physical DB.
I like his name.
And I like the name. The name's crazy as it is too.
Yes, that's to what we were saying earlier with Spencer saying the NFC South has simply been missing a QB. Whoever has the best owns the NFC South. And if we have mediocre play like we have the past whatever years,
it's going to be up in there, man.
Well, it's always a 3-horse race, unfortunately. But yes, the draft was cool. We're going to do an episode here soon so we can go ahead and recap on the draft and do maybe a bit more NBA analysis as well. Okay. But this right here is your weekly dose. So let's go ahead and get to what you guys want to speak on, and that is the NBA playoffs. And the reason why I got up, I wanted to do this. I had to get a broom, right? I had to get a broom. If y'all want to know what I mean why I got this broom, it's because some people got swept. And some people got swept, and some people got a gentleman sweep, right? Mm-hmm. So I guess I'll do a gentleman sweep like this and like not have the broom in so much. But yes, what we mean by a sweep is out of a 7-game series here in the modern NBA. Mm-hmm. The 7-game series is simply this. If you lose 4 games in a row, think of it as a swag if you plan on Madden 21-0. So teams that got a sweep, Minnesota Timberwolves over the Phoenix Suns.
Yep.
And also the Oklahoma City Thunder over the New Orleans Pelicans. The gentleman sweep. The Denver Nuggets over the Los Angeles Lakers. And I don't know, can you let us know what that score is over there?
It is not on right now. It's on commercial.
You good? I know you're gonna talk. I'll look for it.
Yeah, okay. Back to what he was saying, the sweeps that was going on right now. We want to get to the first. I want to get to the first one. We want to start this one now at number 3. The Oklahoma City Thunder beating the New Orleans Pelicans without Zion. Now, I do want to mention it. Oklahoma City, number 1 seed in the West. They have proved themselves. We're going to continue to say this, and I believe we both agree on this. He said it earlier this year. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led that team to SGA led that team to the number 1 seed in the West, and they have been playing like it. They just swept the New Orleans Pelicans. Brandon Ingram he had an okay playoff. I mean, Lou Dort was, just handling them. But I'm just saying, it wasn't looking too good. It ain't looking too good for the Pelicans. Again, they showed a lot of heart. They at least made it. But hey, I think it is what it is. They got a little bit too fatigued, and Oklahoma City ran them out. Number 2, we're gonna go with the Denver Nuggets gentleman sweep with the Lakers. They now I will say this: the Lakers, even though they lost every game that they lost, Denver had to earn that win. And yesterday was just another one. Jamal Murray, I've been saying this for a minute, for maybe a couple of years now. He is one of my favorite players to watch. He is crafty. He can shoot. He can score. He can get to the line. And also that pick and roll with Jokic is something crazy. He hit the game winner against the Lakers yesterday. Now, I think for a total margin, they have been winning these games by single digits. So I don't know if they playing with their food or not, but we'll see, man. Aaron Gordon, you're gonna have to step up. You're gonna have to score a little bit more than what we've been seeing. And last but not least, we want to get to the surprise sweep. To me, in my opinion, is the Minnesota Timberwolves sweeping the Phoenix Suns. They had Minnesota is on a run right now. They face in the second round. They face the Denver Nuggets. I can't wait, man. I cannot wait. The emergence of Anthony Edwards, I believe he's gonna be the face of the league here shortly, if not now. Rudy Gobert, he's been playing lights out defense. Karl Anthony Towns, when he spot up his shoot, we just need him to score a little bit more points in the paint.
No. According to Anthony Edwards, he need him to stop fouling.
Yeah, stop fouling. I agree. And Jaden McDaniels, aka Mr. Clamps, he clamped up Devin Booker. He clamped up Kevin Durant. And whenever he's on Bradley Beal, they all had poor shooting performance. So you mix all of that with a team that has a great defense, and you have that number one star that can go out there and get you buckets. And then, of course, let's not forget this. Mike Conley Jr., the wily vet, is playing good as well. I'm looking forward to see what Minnesota and Denver has for us. I wish it was in the finals, man. But, hey, I think it's going to make for a great second round. I cannot wait.
Yeah, so you talked about the good part of it. Let me talk about the bad part about it. So we have how you ran it. We'll go with the Pelicans. To me, no matter what, the Pelicans, even if they had Zion Wilson, didn't have enough for what the Oklahoma City Thunder have. When it comes to what Oklahoma did to them, not only do they play tremendous offense, their defense is impeccable and they're young. The thing that the Pelicans only have for them, and is a good and a bad thing, their main source of power is Zion. But Zion doesn't have a jump shot. He only can bulldoze his way in, shoot between, we'll give him 8 feet now, 8 to 10 feet. We'll say 8 to 10 feet away from the basket. And he's a power player in a sense, but that doesn't work when you're going up against a finesse team that can hit you in multiple ways. Same thing we'll talk about with Indianapolis Pacers when we get to it in a while. The New Orleans Pelicans, me personally, it's time to make some moves. At this point, Zion's health is an issue. Certain players, they are saying don't score as much, don't show up as much, whatever it may be. My argument for that is because you feed the offense through Zion. And at the end of the day, you couldn't have asked for a better year from the Pelicans, but yet it did not matter. You failed to the number 8 seed. You went up against a team that's young as you, so you can't even say they got experience. And they blew you out 4 in a row. And honestly, after the first game, it wasn't close after that.
And by the way, the Oklahoma City are the first team in NBA history, or and to be the youngest team to sweep a team in the NBA playoffs. So that goes to show you that the talent right there. Now, if they gonna go for it or not, we gonna see. But right now, they're clicking on all cylinders, man.
Yep. So number 2, what you have is the Lakers. The Lakers, you couldn't have a better performance for LeBron James, arguably the greatest player of all time. Hate it or love it, it is what it is. That is truth, right? No matter how you splice it. And you have AD, who played the most games he's ever played. I believe 76 is what they said in a season.
All NBA.
He's not made of paper no more. He has graduated to paper mache.
Paper mache.
Because he still got hit in the chest and went down. They're like, oh, Red Fox in this thing. He went down like that. Y'all have to tune in on YouTube to see this if y'all listen to this on audio. Red Fox. But yes, the rest of the team did not step up at times. You had D'Lo with arguably one of the worst performances we ever seen, not scoring any points in game 3.
Had a bad game 1, but he scored, I think, 15. 2, he scored whatever. He came back, he did it.
2, he hit, I think, 6 or 7 threes.
Yeah, 2.
And the next game, he hit nothing.
He didn't hit nothing.
0 points the whole game.
Then game 4, he balled out on Saturday. And then game 5, I want to give the Lakers credit. They made Denver earn every bucket they got. They made Denver earn everything that they got. D'Lo played great. Austin Reeves played great. He took over. He took over there in the fourth quarter. Of course, LeBron played great. Anthony Davis played great. It's just whoever had the ball in the last possession probably going to win that game. And just so happened, Jamal Murray, that man, that's not an all-star, but when it comes playoff time, he has been performing like one. That bad man Jamal Murray is like that.
So the thing with the Lakers is simply this. No matter what your performance is, and I understand it's against the defending, reigning world champions and things like that. Defending, reigning, undisputed. I understand it's against the world champions. But to say that you only got that game, one could say, and the media said it, do you think it was because they wore flip-flops in the pregame while they were shooting because their shoes didn't make it? I don't know. They could have got swept. I wish they would have got swept. I know when I was talking to Tanya, I said I wish they would have got swept simply so I can be petty. Now I got to be like, oh, they got a gentleman sweep. They got a game. No, let's be honest. They were getting beat out. They had their best chance to win a game when they were up by 20 and lost that lead within 10 minutes. When it comes to Jamal Murray and other supporting cast, if you put them on other teams, they're probably superstars, all-stars, making things. But Joker makes them that much better. He is the focal point. He is that one that can get you 40 and 5 and then hurt you. Or he can get 20 and 20 and hurt you. And that's why Jamal Murray doesn't get that much attention. But it's okay. He can keep flying under the radar because you be Batman or Robin, or you can be the kryptonite to everybody, Superman, if you will. Y'all say y'all want to be his kryptonite, take him out the game. Boom, let me show you what kryptonite really looks like. I'm the one y'all need to worry about. So that's who he is. But the Lakers have a lot of work to do. It's rumors out there. Darvin Ham may be gone. Rob Pelinka may be gone. I think one of those should only happen. Again, that'll come to y'all in a different episode.
Mm-hmm.
I just say the one that's the one that's the head coach. I don't think should be gone, but that's just me. But they went up against a juggernaut. They did not win. Hyperbole, whatever you want to say, it is what it is. So they are out. But the era of Steph, LeBron, KD is coming to an end real fast.
Yeah.
Now,
first time in 20 years that all three did not make it past.
And that's fine. The league is going in a better direction. It is time for the old folks that are here, that have held it down, to get their flowers and get to getting. Now, the Suns, and I won't even stay on this long. The Suns, big disappointment.
Yeah.
And it's not because they got swept. It's because they didn't look like they had a chance in hell.
They did not look like they had a chance. And back to your point, I agree wholeheartedly with everything that you had said. For some reason, they didn't look like themselves. They looked distraught. They looked like they just got bullied pretty much. And it wasn't nothing that they could do. That's all that was. They looked like they got bullied, and it wasn't nothing that they could do on their end.
Well, when it comes to what happened with the Suns, I think the simple thing is this. KD's been a part of super teams since he left the Oklahoma City Thunder. You had the perfect super team when you were with the Golden State Warriors, but you left them because of locker room drama, beef, whatever it may, and you went to the Brooklyn Nets, formed another super team. That did not work. No matter the time, the circumstance, or whatever, it just didn't work. And yes, we can say they were a shoe, fingernail, toenail away from going, but that did not happen, and they didn't do anything else after that. And that's when the Greek freak of the Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo, won his first championship. What we have here, though, he left again because he was not happy to go to the Phoenix Suns. Now it's reports saying he's not happy there with what's going on. So again, when people talk about his legacy, again, a longer episode that we'll talk about these things. But when people talk about his legacy is tainted by when you go places, you don't impact change. You are actually a problem. You look as though you're a part of the problem. When LeBron James leaves, not only do he generate money for the economy and the market and the team itself, he wins. However you look at it, KD doesn't do that. So that's the stain on his legacy. And that's what we have right now with the Suns. Even though he played good, we have a bunch of people, Devin Booker, who's another one like Jamal Murray. We have the Suns who got swept by a younger, more energetic, more put together team. And it's not because they was together for so long. It's because it looked like they wanted it more.
I agree. Yeah. All right. So also you put on there, Pacers are up 3-1 against the Bucks, but they don't have Giannis Adante. Well, I put that part on there. I put that one on there. Yeah. Pacers are up 3-1. They should win this series. There should not be a reason why this series should go no more than 5 games.
Okay, hold on. Let me let's do these comments.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry. We got G saying, I'm sorry. We got Aunt Alexis saying, how you doing, Aunt Alexis? Lakers broke my heart last night.
They did too.
They shouldn't have. We saw this coming. We saw
They
it.
broke my heart.
No surprise there. Zion shaking my head. Zion has been the bane of our existence because we saw this in him coming out of Duke with the athleticism great, but nothing else to compliment it. Even when he brings the ball up the court, it's power the way he dribbled the ball. It's not even finesse with it. You know what I'm saying? And they're bringing it up simply so they won't sit up there and trap him, double him, or whatever, and he can go ahead and make his move towards the goal. It's really sad about that, and I'll still stick by this because I feel like it's true. Zion don't want to be in New Orleans. He just signed it. Stick to
what he keep getting them checks, man.
Yes. Pull it over just to hear y'all. Put some respect on my Lakers. They are Lakers too.
Yeah.
They won at least one game.
I said the same thing. At least they won one. You just can't go down bad. Yeah, you can't get swept. What you don't want to get swept, man. That's
what I won't do is this. I won't sit up there and give them credit for winning one when they could have won two.
I agree. That's a good point.
That's why I won't give them credit. That's like with the Pacers Milwaukee series. Pacers are 3-1. And we'll get into the other one that you got so we can go to get into our segments. But with the Pacers being up 3-1, you're right. There's no way that they should not win this series. However, you have the Milwaukee Bucks looking like the Phoenix Suns, and they've been together all year. The team included, whether they got Giannis or not, and it's like, what are y'all doing?
Well,
it is not towards Dame.
It's not towards the Dame or anything because he does have a Achilles, I believe a stressed Achilles. So
but when he was in, he was balling, but he was one of the only ones balling. Chris Middleton finally made an appearance.
Yeah,
he's been a shell of himself for a while.
We're gonna get on that in a minute when we start our segment. But yeah, I
mean, if Zion is considered a bust, Zion to me, he is right there on the cusp of being a bust, and not because he does not have the numbers. To me, and we've made this argument before on how we view sports. For me, I view impact more than numbers. So when it comes to, we'll say James Harden, right? No matter how I feel, when he was in Houston putting up his numbers, he was impactful, especially during the regular season. When it came to the playoffs, especially the elimination games, not who he was going against, but simply because of what he did in certain aspects of it. What we see with him doing with the Clippers right now is all we ask for.
Right.
We just ask that what you show in the regular season is what you show in the playoffs. And he's finally doing that with the Clippers. What we see with Zion is this. I understand you can't control your body breaking down, even though it's been a weight problem since he's been there and since he came out.
Until this season,
right? That's what I'm saying, up until now. But with that weight problem, we've been waiting so long. And for me, I'm like, we've been waiting so long that now I'm tired of waiting. And now it's almost too little too late because we'll be here next year again saying, oh, the Pelicans maybe had a shot, but Zion ain't here. It happens every year. It always does.
Yeah.
So to me, on that thought process, he's the equivalent of getting ready to be a bust to me. And it's not because he doesn't produce the numbers. It's because every time when his team needs him, he's never there. It's like a daddy gone missing.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Let me get it.
Wanted Zion to do well, even if he was from Duke.
That is why we did not want him to do well.
They all do the same thing. All right. Spencer grew up with Ant-Man's mom and dad, so you know who I am running with. Atlanta town, Southwest Atlanta all day.
Southwest Atlanta, shouty.
South Blue Flame. I know, well, anyway, if you know, you know. Spencer, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Shout to everybody out there in Atlanta doing y'all thing, man. Hey, keep the peace. But
that's what my head is, Spencer. But talk about that.
We gonna get into one of our segments, which is what we call flag on the play, and pretty much flag on the play is when we see. I like that. When we see any coaches, any players do anything crazy, do anything egregious, it's our job as sports enthusiasts to call these people out. And we do not discriminate male or female, black, white. It do not matter. We will call you out here on GNC Sports Talk. So with no further ado, my flag on the play goes to none other than the Los Angeles Clippers blowing a 30-point lead against the Dallas Mavericks. Now, I know everybody is saying, hey, Cary, why you so hard on the Clippers?
And not the Lakers.
And you know what I'm saying? The Clippers, y'all up 30 points. Now, I know everybody's saying, well, Cary, at least the Clippers won. Yeah, at least they won. But it ain't that they won, it's how they won. And how they won was not, it wasn't appealing to me. Y'all were up 30 points. There is no excuse that Dallas should come back in this game and be up 1 point in less than 2 minutes or 3 minutes left in the game. There was no excuse for that. And it was disappointing. And thank God I ain't watching. But it was still disappointing looking at the highlights, looking at the box score, knowing this game could have been over. This game was over in the first half. And y'all let Dallas come back and take the lead and almost complete a comeback to where it was going to be historic loss for y'all. And y'all also going to be down 3-1 at the time. Yeah, y'all should be down 3-1. Now, are y'all going to win this series? I don't know. But another reason they get flag on the play for this player right here, one of my favorite players, Paul George, did the standing on business just like P.J. Washington did against them when Russell Westbrook had gotten a little shoving and hold me back moment with him. But that's neither here nor there. You did that knowing y'all was up 30 points and y'all barely won that game. Y'all barely won that game. And you had the audacity to do that when the series ain't even known. It ain't even know over. And you know how that team can get. And you know they got not one, but 2 Hall of Famers on that team that can take over. Nah, Paul George, you wrong for that. And for that, the whole Los Angeles Clippers get the flag on the play. Sorry for the rant, people.
Yeah, you was off, huh? Yeah.
Man,
you all right?
disgusted.
Oh my God.
Despicable.
So when it comes to the Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks, I want to tell you, and you may think I'm telling a story.
Okay.
But this is so true.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why the Clippers hadn't won yet is because Kawhi Leonard played 2 games. Otherwise, it would have been a sweep.
Well,
Kawhi Leonard is the reason why they lost 2 games. Seriously.
So going on.
When he got back in the lineup, that's when they lost their 2 games. As soon as he get out, they won game 4 and they won game 1. Just so y'all know, you can pick your winner tonight and book it. The Clippers gonna win tonight. You wanna know why? Kawhi Leonard out.
Again.
And flame knee or whatever he called it, right?
Inflammatory.
Something like that. Man, it's inflammatory, his play. I'm disappointed. My flag on the play, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Kirk Cousins and his agent. Kirk Cousins, if you heard at the beginning of the episode, if not, you'll hear it again. If so, this will be your first time. Kirk Cousins was upset because the Atlanta Falcons drafted at their number 8 pick, their first round pick. They drafted Michael Pennix Jr., the star quarterback who formerly played for the Indiana Hoosiers. Yes, I had to think about it. Indiana Hoosiers. I had to think about it. And he went to the Washington Huskies. Woo! Struggling. It's been a long day. He went to the Washington Huskies and led them to a national championship. Arguably the prettiest ball, best arm, the whole 9 yards. Even though they had Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, and Drake May above him. Had Michael Pennix Jr. not had a bad injury history, who knows where he would have been drafted. But Atlanta took a chance on him. The reason why this flag on the play is happening is because Kirk Cousins was in his feelings along with his agent. After you got $100 million for 4 years, even though we all know you don't deserve it, you got upset because they drafted somebody. Now, here's the thing. You shouldn't be upset. You should have learned from Aaron Rodgers. Don't be upset at what's going on. Take what it is and go on somewhere. Take it. Make sure you don't get hurt. Make sure you play the very best you can, and that young man will stay behind you for as long as he needs.
Exactly.
That's what you should be worried about, Kirk Cousins.
Until you retire or get traded.
Not what the front office is doing and the head coach is doing. You should be concerned about your play, good sir. This flag on the play goes to you and your agent because y'all have been robbing the league blind since you got here. How dare you be upset because somebody took their own feelings into account and said, you know what? We gonna look out for ourselves. Flag on the play to you, Kirk Cousins, and whoever your agent is.
All right. Well, thank you for that flag on the play.
You're welcome.
The next segment we have is when life comes at you fast, and pretty much when life comes at you fast is when you're on that plane and you're on cloud 9, cloud 10, cloud 13, cloud 15, and you get off that plane.
I be thinking we'll start later.
And you just come crashing down to earth, and that parachute does not work. When life comes at you fast, goes to none other than the Phoenix Suns. Yep, you heard it first. We talked about it a little bit earlier on this podcast at GSC Sports Talk. The Phoenix Suns getting swept by the Minnesota Timberwolves. It is all bad. The hype coming into this season with the Phoenix Suns were they were a contender. They were going to do some good things. They were going to be the best team, not only in the league, but in the West for sure. And that just did not transpire. And again, it's a change of the guard. Anthony Edwards, again, like I said earlier, he is taking over the league by storm. I believe he's going to be the face of the league. He's going to be that guy. And I'm glad to see Minnesota Timberwolves getting their just due. It's been a long time. They've been in purgatory for so very long. And it just seems like they getting out of they coming up into grace, and they are making a step on the league. And I'm here for it. Denver Nuggets was the first team that did it. Minnesota is up there, and I hope and pray.
Look into the light that way. The basketball guys that sitting up there and chosen, and the light is shining on them now. I like that one. I'm impressed, y'all.
I like that one. That was good. So, hey, life comes at you fast. Goes to the Phoenix Suns. I was ranting about the Phoenix Suns, but it's more about Minnesota. Y'all step y'all game up. I like what I'm seeing. I don't know why I was looking over there like the basketball guys are shining light on me. But hey, the light right there too.
It's right there.
But hey, I'm here for it.
It looks better that way.
I'm here for it.
Whatever.
I'm here for it.
You're a hater. You don't like what I did. GX, is you okay?
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Euphoria.
Oh my God.
If you know, you know.
Oh my God. Yes, that was a good one. The Phoenix Suns, I can't express the amount of disappointment that you have for them. And the amount of disappointment that we have for them in the basketball world I have for them. So you got to make sure you give them extra love, if you will. And mother said I had another good illustration.
Great illustration.
That was before the light, though. That was before the light. But the light was a good one, too, though.
Oh, man.
Appreciate you participating in my shenanigans.
I'm in for it, man. That's what we do here at GSC Sports Talk. We have a good time, man. We want to make y'all laugh. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We're giving you something y'all can tune into.
Tell them to like, subscribe, and share.
Like, subscribe, and share.
Tell them love on us.
Love on us. Gentleman Jack _123 CD Jackson 07. Follow us. Twitter, IG, all that stuff. You can see
it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my money shot is something that I want you to remember that you cannot forget. And when you hear from somewhere else, come back to this here podcast and hear what we have to say. And without further ado, this is the money shot. Don't you dare sing, because I know you. Don't you sing. We ain't got time for it today.
All right.
We ain't got time for it today. Ladies and gentlemen, my money shot is something very interesting that I heard that I don't know if we had thought about, but I know we talked about. Gilbert Arenas, ex-NBA all-star extraordinaire point guard, made a good point about the league and why it's different, and some would say softer than what it used to be. If anybody watches the NBA, and even if you don't, nowadays, accents starting to come out. Nowadays, you have more international players. The international game is very much more finesse, less defense, more offense. Not as much pizzazz and flash, but more so along the lines of how can I sit up here and get the ball into the bucket, make sure I get back and do it all over again. Notice I didn't say defense. Gilbert Arenas' point was back when he was playing and before, the American players were known to be more physical, more brute, more impose their will. Nowadays, it's not necessarily about imposing will. Nowadays, it's more about the finesse, which is why you see the rise of the three ball for shooters like Steph Curry, Luka Doncic. Hell, even Joker got a good three-pointer. Big men now are required to shoot three-pointers to be effective because the big man that plays with their back to the basket is almost extinct in the league. So I just wanted to make sure I point out that Gilbert Arenas made a great point about why the league could be considered softer. And some would say it's better, some would say it's worse, but I thought that was a very valid point. the fact that basketball, the NBA, the National Basketball Association, is more international, more global. Their game had to come over here in a sense. And here's the funny thing: as soft as people say the NBA is, watch the Olympics this summer and tell me if you think it's soft.
Yeah, we will see, man. I'll tell you this, that was a great one, man. I appreciate that one. I thought you were gonna go in a whole totally different direction.
Separate, I ain't want to go separate.
But it's good to see that because I ain't gonna lie, he was cooking, and I hate to say it, but I have to agree with him. His points, he made valid points. And if you look at what the NBA was, especially when we were growing up, you knew how physical the NBA was.
And before,
like you ain't see a lot. You ain't see too many blowouts,
back when they used to have fun.
Yeah, or you ain't see a lot of that going on. But it is different. A lot of fouls are being called, and I think they are towards favoring foreign players, because with our players, we're United States players, or players that's born in the States, we're more athletic. We do rely on physicality, being more physical. But I mean, it's crazy, man. Like, you look at the league, like top 5 players right now are foreign players, and you could put Kyrie Irving in there. You could put, of course, Anthony Edwards in there, but
Jason Tatum and
Jaylen Brown in there, and
it started falling.
It started falling off after that. I mean, Devin Booker, of course, but a lot of claims to be made. But hey, we'll see. But right now, it is what it is, man.
Go ahead and introduce the music selection.
All right, man. So we got our music picks coming up right now, and pretty much the music picks are for the picks for. We want y'all to listen to them. Some y'all can ride to, some that y'all can vibe to, some when y'all in the shower or the bath, y'all can just chill out and mellow out and play our songs, our picks for the week.
Now, most of your picks don't be no mellow out bath songs.
But this week it is. This week it is. But before we give our music picks for the week, we want to see what y'all listen to.
Yep, and half the fun of this segment is to watch how many times I can screw up names. So I'm getting better, y'all. It's probably because I'm trying to read books. I don't know. But I'm getting better, y'all. But half the fun of this segment is whatever y'all put on here, we want to make sure we shout it out. Make sure we give credit to y'all, because without y'all, we couldn't do that. This is another way for us to interact. And also, this is another way for me to screw up on names, because I'm terrible at them. Here we go. First pick is from Chelsea. Blue Ocean Floor by Justin Timberlake.
Okay, I like it.
I'm 1 for 1. It's only because I know that.
That's fine.
But this next one, though.
Let's see what they got.
I see you, G. I look good. Charlie Boy. That's also for you younger folks that know about Victoria Monet, that's got the song, I put that on my mama.
On my hood.
That's from Charlie Boy.
I look what?
That's from Charlie Boy.
I look what? I look fly. I look.
Yeah,
you can't touch my swag. I wish you.
Okay. God.
Okay.
But yeah, hey, G, shout out to that one though. I always like that one. That's throwback right there.
Oh yeah.
It's throwback from the school dances. Loose Booty Junkyard Band. Okay. Tanya, I see you. I think I might have heard that one in my collection when I was listening to. I've been listening to a lot of funk lately.
Okay, I can dig it.
I've been on it.
All right, let's see.
I knew you was gonna do this soon.
Fleetwood Mac, Brown Eyes.
It's a great song. I listened to that one. This is one he told me to listen to a couple weeks ago when I had brought out another song by Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood. So yeah, it's a beautiful song. Beautiful song. Here we are.
Yeah.
How do you get in there?
I don't know. Get that out of here, Sid.
Forget you said.
All right, let's see. Come and Talk to Me by Jodeci.
I see what you're doing there, Alexis. I see what you're doing there.
Talk to you. Trouble Man by Marvin Gaye. All right.
Been on my fucking soul. That's definitely been in there.
Y'all got the throwbacks going on, and I like it. I'm here for it.
That's definitely been in there. Without further ado, go ahead and give your 2 picks out, my good man.
All right. I heard this one on Spotify. This one is a throwback to the 90s. You can't go wrong with 90s. This is Immature featuring Busy Bone. Give Up the Ghost. Y'all, please go check that out. Give Up the Ghost by Immature featuring Busy Bone. 10 Commandments. That's all I'm saying. And Lil Russell, Jane Hancock, Malachi, and Hit Boy. real life. All West Coast. Shout out to Jane Hancock. First lady signed to Death Row with Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying?
So shout out to Lil Russell. That man is killing it.
Yeah, man.
I love that dude.
I like what I'm hearing with Lil Russell. I'm gonna have to go check out that.
Oh, he got plenty of them. You're not gonna run out. Trust me.
I know.
If you just started, just go backwards.
I told one of my best friends yesterday that he need to go listen to Hit Boy with his dad, Big Hit. They got a couple of bangers too. I'm listening to y'all, you know, for all the rap people out there. Hopefully y'all like it. But I got y'all on the next go round.
Yeah, shout out to Lil Russell. My two music picks, Daryl Hall and John Oates, Rich Girl. Yeah, I went to the other side.
Hall and Oates, okay.
Hall and Oates, I went to the other side. And then Van Morrison, Brown Eyed Girl. I went to the other side. Only a few can relate. But yes,
okay.
That is our music picks for you guys. Real quick, we'll put it back up here. Tell them what they are one more time.
All right. Again, this is Immature featuring Busy Bone, Give Up the Ghost, and Lil Russell, Jane Hancock, Malachi, produced by Hit Boy, Real Life. So y'all go check both of those out.
And once again, Daryl Hall and John Oates, Rich Girl, and Van Morrison, Brown Eyed Girl.
Such a rich girl.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. I know my stuff. Yes, sir.
There you go. Let's get back into these comments real quick. Did I miss anything? We did.
Let's see what the people have to say.
Here we go. Casey Talk, Young Boy. Okay.
Right,
I'm gonna have to check that out. Appreciate that, courageous wolf. A little go-go for you.
Hey, shout out to the go-go scene. I know my stuff. Shout out to DC. Shout out to DC.
Mama got Return of the Mac on the
Return of
you know. I played it. Yep. that is one of G songs for real. Yep. That is. Bluff and Gucci Man. All right. I see how you doing. And our mother is having her convo with G. All that good stuff. Want to say this, as much as people talk about the 90s, go back and listen to the 70s with the funk and the soul. The sampling.
I know.
The sampling
is crazy.
No. Some of them ain't even sample. They just took the song. Like crazy.
It's too good, man.
Crazy. So as much as people talk about the golden age being the 90s, it came from the 70s. The 70s and the 80s to me are the real golden time in music. I know everybody like to talk about the 90s or whatever. That's because our generation ain't got the wherewithal to go back further than the 90s. It was a time before the 90s, kids. It was a time before the 90s. It was great. Just go back just a little bit further. I promise you, you're going to find something. And like he said, I am going to one of my favorite bands of all time. Midnight Star will be coming here. I don't know what all they're doing, but I'm going to support. Midnight Star will be coming here in June, I believe June 30th.
Okay.
Here to the DFW area. I cannot wait.
All right.
Real quick from Tanya, Ohio players.
Singing what they didn't know.
Look, I was listening to Ohio players earlier.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, I've been going backwards. I definitely been going backwards. Good getting the G been busy. She been ignoring me.
Hey,
I'm just playing.
Hey, keep getting them checks. Keep getting them checks. This is all good. Keep getting the checks.
Yep.
And whatever you do, keep that motherfucker rolling.
What he said?
Keep it rolling.
Well, we want to thank y'all for tuning in once again to this fun-filled, packed hour of GNC Sports Talk. You got anything else you want to say?
Hey, look, again, I just want to say again, thank y'all for y'all support. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Words can't describe how thankful we are that you guys tune in every single Tuesday at 7 o'clock to this great sports podcast at GNC Sports Talk. This is what we do. We do it for the culture.
Wait, I wasn't done. I had something to say.
My bad. I was just saying we're doing it for the culture, by the culture, because we are the culture. So we want to embrace that, and this is what we do here. So I don't want to say thank y'all and love y'all. And just want to say we appreciate y'all most indubitably. Yeah, I'm using words now, right? Want to say we appreciate y'all, and if you got a dream, a thought, ambition, whatever it may be, go after it. I'm here, or we are here on the other side telling you it's so much better whether you get a dime from it or not to pursue something that you actually want to do. Because at the end of the day, you never know what a company want to do. They may decide to let you go tomorrow. Yeah, man. You may be exhausted and drained from whatever you got going on, but the one thing you can do is chase your own dreams and passions.
And that's what I want everybody that listens to this, whether it's live on the replay, chase your dreams, your passions, and go after them with everything you got because you deserve it. Anyway, like you said, this is GNC Sports Talk, where we do it for the culture,
by the culture, because we are the culture, you dig?
#1 sports podcast. Why?
Because our mama said so.
Because our mama said so. We want to thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. And other than that, we're going to get y'all out of here just a little bit earlier. Let me see if this is the right one right here. There we go.